Perhaps you feel a bit uncomfortable or uncertain about discussing this topic, but let me assure you that this video will completely change your perspective. We'll explore how masturbation can be a powerful tool, not only for maintaining physical health, but also for mental and emotional well-being as we age. Stay until the end, and I'll show you the surprising scientifically backed benefits that many of us overlook, such as reducing the risk of severe health issues like prostate cancer, stress reduction, and even better sleep. Plus, I'll debunk some common myths that might be keeping you from embracing this natural and empowering practice. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you like this video, you can help spread the valuable lessons by giving it a like and sharing it. This content is specifically intended for those who are over 50 and are thinking about how to maintain their quality of life, especially their physical and emotional health in older age. Because I want to make this clear, sexuality does not end with youth. On the contrary, it can become even more intense, enriching, and meaningful as we grow older. When I am asked repeatedly in conversations and also in my videos whether masturbation is advisable in old age, I always answer, yes. Masturbation is not only a completely natural part of life, but it can also protect us from health risks that many of us do not even consider as we get older. The truth is that the body undergoes many changes with age, and yes, this also applies to our sexuality. We are often told that desire and sexual pleasure automatically decrease with age, but that's not entirely correct. Rather, what happens is that we need to adapt to new circumstances. Our bodies change, our minds keep developing, and we need to learn how to deal with these changes to continue finding joy and satisfaction in our sexual lives. Unfortunately, there are still many misunderstandings and prejudices surrounding the topic of sexuality in older age. Masturbation is often seen as something shameful or inappropriate when, in fact, it is neither taboo nor a sign of lack. It is a valuable and necessary means to maintain both physical and emotional well-being. I want to share with you some of the most important benefits that masturbation can bring at this stage of life, because the real value of this subject goes far beyond the physical aspect. Masturbation not only promotes blood circulation and the general well-being of the body, but also helps us get to know ourselves better and harmonize with the changes in our body and mind. It is a moment when we can reconcile with our own body, give ourselves love, and find ourselves in a world full of demands and challenges. We must address these topics openly and broaden our perspective on sexuality and intimacy in older age. True satisfaction in life, and also in the bedroom, doesn't come from clinging to old ideas, but from accepting and adapting to the natural development of the body. So let's discover together how we can maintain our well-being even in old age and what positive effects masturbation can have on our physical and emotional health. One of the most notable yet often overlooked benefits of masturbation, especially for men, is the significant reduction in the risk of developing prostate cancer. Recent scientific studies have impressively shown that men who ejaculate regularly throughout their lives, whether through intimate relationships with a partner or through masturbation, significantly reduce their risk of developing prostate cancer. Some of these studies even suggest that men over the age of 40 who ejaculate regularly can reduce their risk of this serious disease by up to 30%. This is a number that shouldn't be ignored. It's amazing how our bodies are capable of protecting themselves, and how often we underestimate simple and natural means that can help us avoid serious illnesses. For women, masturbation also has numerous valuable health benefits that go far beyond mere physical pleasure. A notable benefit is the relief of menstrual cramps, which can still occur in older age, and the prevention of pelvic congestion, which can cause uncomfortable discomfort. When the body cannot regularly promote blood circulation through orgasms or sexual activity, It can lead to discomfort, a feeling of heaviness, and even painful blockages in the pelvic region. Masturbation helps increase blood flow in this area, not only relieving this discomfort, but also actively preventing it. It's fascinating how our bodies can heal through simple, intimate practices and how this self-care can be one of the greatest investments in our health. Additionally, for both genders, masturbation is an incredible and often underestimated remedy for headaches, a problem many of us are all too familiar with. Through orgasm, the body is flooded with endorphins, the natural painkillers that can provide immediate relief. Instead of turning to chemical painkillers, which often come with side effects, masturbation offers a natural and highly effective solution to these bothersome headaches. It's remarkable how often we overlook simple and natural paths to pain relief, even though they are right in front of us. In a world dominated by quick solutions and medications, masturbation reminds us that our body already possesses everything necessary to heal itself and promote our well-being. These insights are not only valuable from a medical standpoint, but also emotionally important. They show us that sexuality, regardless of the stage of life we are in, is not just a source of pleasure, but also a powerful method of self-care. It's not just about satisfying a physical need, but about valuing ourselves and taking care of our health. By recognizing masturbation as a natural and healthy practice, we give ourselves permission to listen to ourselves, relax, and live in harmony with our bodies. This is a gift we can give ourselves to feel vital and alive at any age. It's not just a simple concept or advice that we hear from any corner of the world, but a scientifically proven fact. Masturbation is an incredibly effective method to reduce the stress that burdens us every day. In today's world, where the pressure and demands of society constantly push us to achieve more, be more efficient, and continually improve, there is often little room for our own needs. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment with a number 1 below to let me know that you're still watching this video with me. We store stress inside us, ignore signs of burnout, and forget to take time to relax. However, accumulated stress has devastating effects on our body and mind. Not only does it weaken our immune system, but it can also lead to emotional exhaustion, anxiety, and even long-term physical illnesses. Therefore, it is invaluable for us to find ways to mitigate this internal pressure, and masturbation is one of the simplest yet most powerful methods to do so. The physical relaxation that accompanies masturbation is far from trivial. It acts deeply within, by calming the nervous system and releasing dopamine and serotonin, 2 neurotransmitters that provide us with a sense of well-being and satisfaction. We can finally relax completely after a stressful time. These substances act as a balm for our soul, flowing gently through our system and helping us dispel the mental restlessness that so often torments us. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, where we are constantly pursuing goals and success, it seems our emotional needs are often relegated. But precisely in these moments, it is important to realize that it is completely okay to do ourselves a favor and find internal balance again. Especially in old age, when life's demands are sometimes harder to bear and our mental well-being is paramount, it is even more important to take care of ourselves. A fulfilling life in old age is not only a life full of memories, but also a life marked by emotional balance and satisfaction. Masturbation plays a significant role in this. It allows us to clear our minds, free ourselves from negative thoughts, and enjoy life in all its depth. It's astonishing how much this little practice contributes to stabilizing our emotional balance and giving us a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond the purely physical. We must not forget how important it is to take care of our mental well-being in a way that is both simple and extremely effective. This practice becomes even more remarkable when we consider the positive influence it can have on our sleep. Insomnia, which affects many people throughout their lives, is one of the biggest challenges for mental health. It robs us of the restorative rest we so urgently need and leads to a host of health problems. But here's where masturbation comes into play. After an orgasm, the body releases prolactin, a hormone that causes deep relaxation in us. This relaxation is key to better sleep. For many people who have in the past spent long hours awake, tossing and turning without knowing how to let go of the day, this natural method can work wonders. It's amazing how something as simple as masturbation not only heals us emotionally, but also leads to greater physical well-being, all without side effects. It's a natural and healthy solution that can pave the way to a better quality of life. On the other hand, it is necessary to debunk the numerous myths that surround the topic of masturbation. Many misunderstandings often limit our perceptions of our sexuality, especially for men. A particularly persistent myth is the belief that masturbation reduces testosterone levels in men. This is completely unfounded. On the contrary, the practice of masturbation can help regulate testosterone levels and support sexual health. The idea that masturbation could be related to a loss of masculinity is simply incorrect. Men, stop being confused by such myths. Masturbation is a completely natural practice that does not weaken your masculinity. It can even strengthen it by contributing to healthy sexual self-confidence. It saddens me personally that so many people, especially men, are marked by such myths and feel limited in their bodies and sexuality. It's time to free ourselves from these false beliefs and learn to recognize and accept our needs. There is nothing shameful or unmanly about masturbation. On the contrary, it can foster the self-confidence and personal strength we all need to face a world full of pressures and expectations. Because true strength lies not only in the ability to face external challenges, but also in the ability to listen to ourselves, relax, and promote our well-being. And let's not forget the profound emotional and psychological influence that masturbation can have on our lives. It is much more than a physical act. It is a journey of self-discovery and an expression of intimacy with oneself. In a world often marked by external expectations and social norms, this act offers a rare opportunity to feel ourselves, connect with our own needs and desires, and simply be. It's not just about physical pleasure, but about the emotional well-being that comes with it. When we consciously take time to establish a deeper connection with our body, our brain sends a powerful message. I am still here. I am important. My body is still a source of pleasure and joy. This acknowledgement of our own body acts as a loving embrace for the soul and has a direct impact on our mood. Especially among older people who practice masturbation regularly, it has been observed that they suffer less from anxiety and depression. They report greater satisfaction with their sex life, even if they do not have a steady partner. This practice creates space for self-acceptance and emotional balance, which is so important in a hectic world that often leaves little room for self-love. I can say from personal experience how liberating it is to allow oneself to experience a deep connection with one's own body. It's like an internal journey in which one discovers oneself and permits oneself to love without the pressure of having to meet others' expectations. The real value of this practice lies in giving us the freedom to value ourselves and celebrate the joy of our existence. For me, it feels like a loving reminder that my body is still alive in old age, seeking joy and relaxation, and that I can simply grant myself these moments of well-being. These experiences are a gift that allows us to find our happiness, even in times of solitude or isolation. Of course, many wonder if masturbation can have negative effects if practiced too frequently. The truth is, as with everything in life, it's about finding balance. It's not about getting lost in this practice or turning it into an obsession, but about understanding it as a natural part of a healthy, balanced life. If it helps you feel good, release your worries, and regulate your emotions, then it is a practice that should not only be accepted but celebrated. Masturbation is not a shame. It is an act of self-care and self-love. It gives us the freedom to explore ourselves and understand what brings us joy without worrying about social prejudices or others' judgments. It is also important to highlight an especially valuable point. For those who do not have a partner, I want to say that life is not less satisfying or vibrant just because one must satisfy oneself without an intimate relationship. On the contrary, masturbation shows us that we still can live and enjoy our sexuality, even when we are alone. There is nothing wrong with fulfilling our desires and celebrating our bodies in moments of solitude. On the contrary, this practice can help us understand ourselves better and connect with our pleasure. There is a deeper beauty in accepting and appreciating our own bodies, which grows with each touch, with each moment of self-care. This journey towards oneself is an act of empowerment and self-respect that helps us enjoy our lives in all their depth, without letting ourselves be limited by social norms or the idea that we need a partner. Dear listeners, when we think about sexuality, it is essential to understand that it is not only a fundamental part of our being, but also a decisive factor for our health and quality of life in general. Too often, sexuality is seen as something that diminishes, fades, or even disappears with age. But the opposite is true. Sexuality and masturbation are not exclusive to the young. They are vital practices that help us stay healthy both physically and emotionally, and that can greatly increase our quality of life in old age. These practices contribute deeply to our physical well-being and are invaluable in keeping us connected with ourselves and leading a full and happy life, regardless of our age. Masturbation is often misunderstood or worse, completely ignored in old age. But it is much more than a source of personal joy or a simple moment of pleasure. In reality, it plays a crucial role in preventing health issues that many of us might overlook in old age. These include uncomfortable pelvic congestion, the risk of prostate cancer, chronic headaches, or sleep disorders. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment with the number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. These discomforts can significantly affect life, but masturbation can be a natural and extremely effective way to prevent them. Additionally, it helps us reduce stress, which is increasingly heightened in our modern world and can drain us both emotionally and physically. By actively connecting with ourselves and practicing this activity, we not only promote our physical health, but also our mental and emotional well-being. It is of utmost importance that we embrace masturbation without feelings of guilt, shame, or doubt, especially by recognizing the wisdom and freedom that come with old age. Instead of suppressing these natural needs or feeling ashamed, we should view them as a valuable self-care practice, a practice that helps us live in harmony with ourselves and feel comfortable in our skin. Taking care of our own body and mind and nourishing it with self-love is a practice that knows no age limits. It is one of the most important forms of self-care that we can practice, and it is the key to bringing vitality and joy into our lives, no matter how old we are. When we learn to love ourselves and take conscious time to care for ourselves, we open up the possibility of living a full and vital life that is not limited by age. Because true joy in life comes from the ability to value ourselves and constantly connect with our well-being. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope this discussion has provided you with valuable insights into the importance of practicing self-care, especially in old age. We have learned that sexual health, including masturbation, is nothing to be ashamed of. It is an essential part of maintaining both physical and emotional health. It helps us stay connected with our bodies, reduce stress, and even prevent certain health problems. Most importantly, it reminds us that self-love and self-care practices are important at every stage of life. Now I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned so far from this video? Is there anything you would like to integrate into your own life? Share it in the comments below. Your thoughts and comments are very valuable. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave your comment below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss future videos. Stay connected, stay informed, and take care of yourself inside and out. Thank you so much for watching.